this morning, so I figured I'd pop on here real quick. Ain't gonna be a long live show because we are at Costco distribution. Straight to a door. Already got a red light. I don't know. I got here at about 5:30. Had a 5 o'clock appointment. Ooh, I do not like being late. Let me tell you about being late. I don't like it. Not really my fault though. But, that's what I always say. Not my fault. Hang on one second. Looks like we got a boogered up lens there. Maybe that's a little better. But yeah, we got the Costco delivery this morning. Good morning, Gary Bates. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, we got Costco delivery today. Sorry, they screaming at each other over there at the door next to me. Paul Harris in the house. What's up? Yeah, we're up early. Been on an early schedule. Hang on a second. What's this guy want?
Weird question. They don't have a hand pallet jack here? You wouldn't have to have one, would you?
No.
Do you happen to know if there's a carrier here that has to have one, like on their truck?
Mm-hmm.
No?
No.
Thank you.
Yep. I do not have a hand pallet jack. No hand pallet jacks today, boys. But anyway, so this load was supposed to have been loaded Monday afternoon. They did not get it loaded till Tuesday morning. And, honestly, it took 10 hours to load it, so I thought I did pretty good. I got here only 30 minutes late. Busted my butt yesterday. Made some real miles yesterday coming up out of Arkansas. Woo, about 100 miles of some 2-lane narrow roads. Good times. So, it is what it is. It's not a long load. It's like 750 miles. It's just more than you can do, or more than I can do. I mean, hell, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. But for me, it's just a little bit more than I can do in a day, because it's not like running I-10. It's a lot of mountains. It's a lot of honestly, of the 750 miles, I would say probably about 250 of that is freeway, and the rest is like U.S. highways and state routes. So not bad. It's not a bad run. I don't mind this run. I do it occasionally. This is probably the third or fourth time I've done this load. This all stems from last weekend. I had a load cancel on me on Friday. They couldn't get the product ready on time Friday, and the receiver did not want to receive it on a Saturday, so I had to cancel that load, and it just set off a whole chain of events for the weekend. I had a pretty good weekend. I did a load from Georgia to Oklahoma, and that was a decent load, and then everything went smooth. And then I've been running a lot of roads that I normally don't run this weekend, so we're kind of back on schedule. Deliver Costco here, Costco in Illinois. Normally I don't give away my location, but honestly, I'm fixing to be out of here in probably an hour. So I'm at the Costco in Morris, Illinois. That's where we're at today. Let's see what everybody's doing. Let me get to some comments here. Gary Bates, number one in the house. Paul Harris made it in. Milan's in the house. Good morning from West Texas. Gary Bates says, General Mills here. There you go. Upper Story I don't know, Hitman. Hi, what's up, Cash? Not much. Stanza Transport made it in. Boy, y'all up early this morning. Why is everybody up so early? Harsh Hit in the house. What is there, evening or morning? Yeah, it's morning here. Snorlord's in the house. What's up, Snorlord? Long time no see. Stanza Transport says, DOT would have a pallet jack. Yeah, that's probably true. DOT would have a pallet jack. I don't see any DOT around at the moment, though. I would say his best bet's probably one of these JB Hunt. A lot of JB Hunt day cabs running around here. They must have got the Costco contract around here. Yeah, I just don't know many carriers that carry a pallet jack much anymore. We do have the red light. They have not started unloading me yet. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Yeah, it's morning here. Where are you from? I am from Minnesota. Joker's in the house. Sent $20. What's that mean? Sent $20. Paul Harris, Arkansas. I hope you didn't get an English proficiency test. Do they know redneck? No, I stay away from the DOT. I don't go to scale houses. Hey, if nobody else is going, I'm not going. I'm not going to be the only guy in there, right? Let's see. What's that say? That Slovenian guy, dude, are you flying a plane? Ha! Radio check. 1 2 radio check. Yes, I am flying a plane. I'm higher than a kite right now. Never give up. Thank you. I appreciate that. This Trucking Life's in the house. What's up? Good morning. Got the Walmart gang in here early today. Void says, any good lot lizards lately? Man, I ain't seen a good lot lizard since about 2005. I'll just be honest with you. They're just not out here anymore. No such thing as lot lizards anymore. National Geographic ought to do a thing on that. Lot lizards went extinct. All lot lizards are extinct now. Snorlord says, Morris, my favorite Costco to deliver to. Yeah, I don't mind this one. So I pick up a load out of Chicago today and I take that home with me. So I will be delivering at the Costco in Owatonna, Minnesota in the morning. And that's probably my favorite Costco. I don't mind Morris. The only thing about Morris now is they limit the amount of trucks that can park in the staging lot. I don't know why they do that. They should let me in. I have their freight. Last time I showed up here, I was about an hour early. And they were like, you can't come in. And I was like, what do you mean I can't come in? I got a 5 o'clock appointment. It's 4 o'clock. Let's do this. And the girl was like, well, we don't let people in between 4 and 5. And I was like, what are you talking about? Or like 4 and 4:30, I think she said. Something like that. Anyway, I had to go park across the road at the TA at the fuel island for about 30 minutes and then turn around and come back. Wasn't the end of the world, but today I actually showed up late and they let me ride in. So, hey, moral of the story, don't show up early, show up late. You'll get rewarded for it. Straight to a door. But yeah, I do like this Costco. I like all Costcos. I think of the major distribution centers in this country, I think Costco's got it figured out the best. They really do. Hey, they let me know when my table's ready. So, I like their system. They give you one of these little buzzers. You can go to sleep. What I do, I take the buzzer and just set it on my cooler there, and then it makes the god-awfulest racket when it goes off, and it'll wake you up. So I like that. At some point today, I've got to get like at least a 7-hour break in because I've got an overnight run tonight. So I got to go get out of here. Probably get a trailer washout. Probably going to need a trailer washout. I'm guessing. I don't know. We'll see. Probably go get a trailer washout. And then at some point during the daytime hours, I've got to get about a 7-hour break in. So I'm really hoping that the place that I'm picking up from will let me park there, or I can park on the street or something, because yeah, it's a good load though. It's a light load. She said the broker said they would load early, but we know what that means. That ain't worth the hill of beans. DIY Shimmy in the house. He says, new phone. Who this? This is Cash Money. Cash Money. Gary Bates says, I'm going to bed in the sleeper. Okay. Take care, Gary. Thanks for popping in for us. Gary's been doing home improvements. Go check out Gary's channel. Paul Harris says, I'm doing the flatbed life. Wow, shipping precast concrete products. Storm water catchment. Okay. Maybe that's a good way to be. It's a good way to be. Johnny's in the house. Says, do you do any driving in California? No, I do not go to California. As far as I'm concerned, it's like a world away. I've got nothing against California. I just don't go out there. I don't like going through the Rocky Mountains. I don't like going 55 mile an hour in a large state like California. Any of that. Because let's face it, the 55 mile an hour it's not about safety. It's about revenue. Okay? That's the only reason California has 55 mile an hour. So they can hit you with lots of speeding tickets. So I'd rather just not mess with it. I'm not a big fan of running out west. Everybody else can have that. I don't need it. This Dragon Life says, Gary, I hate your DC grocery is the worst. Talking about drivers don't leave till 3 p.m. I'm here with 9.5 on my clock to take a load that not supposed to deliver till 9 p.m. There you go. Yeah, I'm going to have to split break it today, I think. So I haven't burned up any hours right now. I drove about 2 hours to get here this morning. And then we'll leave here, go down the road, probably get a trailer washout, get ready for the next load. But I just need that 7-hour break in there, so I can get a reset in tonight at some point. So because it's about a 6 to 7 hour drive that I have to do tonight, not this night, but tomorrow. Well, yeah, it would be tonight. I'm still thinking it's before midnight. One day, families in the house are you a helicopter? No, I'm not in a helicopter. I'm in a semi-truck. Gary Bates says, I thought he said he was needing a hand jack. Oh, shit. I would tell him $50. I like to start with a high price. You know what I mean? Are you saying he was offering one or wanting one? JC's in the house. Good morning from Creek Carriers. It's funny you say that. That's what just drove in front of me and blocked the light. Actually, it was a Schaefer, because we're on the refrigerated side. Good morning. This Trucking Life says, I can't ever get away from the BS. It's not that bad. Come on now. Mind Your Ham says, hi, what's up? Zero's in the house. Zero the Tim Tam says, can you say this is why we clash and then I'll like and sub? I've gone through 191 live streams. Jesus Christ. 191 live streams. Hey, like and subscribe if you want to. I don't really do song and dance for likes and subscribes. If you like it, like it. If you subscribe, subscribe. But, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for leaving 100 comments. I appreciate that. Paul Harris says, lot lizards, that would be a good app, like Bumble or Hinge. Ooh, lot lizards. Careful out there, folks. It's contagious. Jay's in the house. Morris Process. I don't know what I can't read, man. Y'all gotta leave easier comments. Damn. And change your name to something I can read if it's something hard to read. Helping illiterate out. Damn it. Meow Meow's in the house. What's up, Meow Meow? See, now that's a name I can pronounce. Nola G's in the house. Paul Harris. That's just nasty. Nasty. Let's see. The Trucker Hood's in the house. You must be here with me. What Costco are you at, Morris? Can you watch porn in trucks? Well, I mean, just know Jesus is watching you at all times. So, I guess you could if you're into Jesus watching you watch porn. I just saying. Master Pleasures in the house. Good morning, man. Your ham says 41 degrees here in southeast Minnesota. Let's see what the temperature is here. Well, that needs to update. What the hell? I don't know. Give it a minute. It'll update. It's pretty cool here. Very windy. Kira says, hell yeah, lot lizards slithering around your truck. Yeah, leaving long strands of hair everywhere and getting Jerry curl relaxer on my pillows. No thanks. I'll pass. The Cure's in the house. What's up? Primal Smash made it in. Seen one guy that goes live wearing a toilet seat on his head for likes. Yeah, I sent that link out to everybody one day. I think I sent that to DIY and Fake Trucking. It's the damnedest thing, though. The guy gets like 500-600 people in his live show wearing a damn toilet seat around his neck. I mean, are you kidding me? Shannon Tom's Trucking made it in. What's up, Shannon? Thanks for coming by. Six Simpers in the house. Oh, they starting to unload me now. She's getting a little shake. The Trigger Hood says, oh, okay, I'm at the Houston Costco. Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever been to that one. I'd have to look it up. I keep all the places I go for trucking saved in my Google Maps. And then I know where I've been when I look it up. Nayla's in the house. What's up? Royal Rat made it in. My collar's blue, but my neck is red. Yeah, my backside is white. Come on. Because they don't ever get no sunshine. I agree. My collar's blue. Of course, technically today my collar is orange, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Master Pleasure says, do you get your KW back? Yes, I'm back in my truck, Peterbilt. Gary Bates is going to bed. Thumbs up, poop emoji. Thanks for coming in. Trucker Hood says, from what I've heard, it's new. Oh, the Houston DC is new. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Costco in Houston right off the top of my head. Pat Farmer's in from Scotland. Hi from Scotland, everyone. Thanks for coming in, Pat Farmer. Are you aware of Scottish Trucker Tommy? I watched his video this morning as I was preparing to lift off in my helicopter. BMH Transport LLC's in the house. Hashtag Trucker News. Yeah, if you're not watching Trucker News, I'm telling you right now, you're getting scammed by the other news organizations. We are definitely not mass media, so I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm so dry this morning. Must be all that mouth breathing I do when I'm asleep, got me dried out. Of course, I was talking to somebody on the phone yesterday and they said, are you getting a cold? Because you sound funny. And I was like, oh, please don't let me get a cold. Do not need that for sure. Faux show. I need to look and see where the closest truck wash is from here. God, I hate going to the Blue Beacon. Let's just pray that it's not a Blue Beacon. Dear Lord, please give me a nice small truck wash that I can get in and out of in an appropriate amount of time. Bless everyone in the chat as well. I'll throw that in. Why not? Amen. So there you go. Does any of the other live shows you go to pray for you? Because I did. Master Pleasure says, sound like calling your Pete a KW was a crime. No. No, it's okay. It's okay. I like Kenworth as well. I'm not mad at that. Stanza's in the house. What's up, Stanza? He says, hey man, have you heard Bonehead Truckers is fighting the ATA on our behalf? Oh, okay. No, I haven't heard that, but I don't think it'll matter. The ATA is, I mean, if he's going to fight them, hell, I support him. You know what I mean? I can't stand the ATA. I'll just be honest. I've said it for years now. I think the ATA is a cancer on the trucking industry. They are not for truckers or the trucking industry. They are for a handful of big corporations making a boatload of money and ruining the rest of the industry for everybody else, because what they like to do is they like to get the cheapest labor possible. You know, they like to keep wages down. And you know, typically I'm not a union guy. I've been in a couple unions in my life, and I didn't find them to be productive. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I had a great job at a steel place. We were in the sheet metal workers union, and like the union just kept asking for more and more and more and more. And finally the company just said, you know, like, we don't make a profit because of all the benefits and pay everybody gets. And I'm not kidding. I was making some real money back. I was making as much money in 2003 as I make today. I was making some real money back then. Profit sharing, health care. I mean, it was a banging job. But, you know, I think we're kind of coming into an era now where I'm kind of supporting unions. I think we need to bring some unions back. I would like to see Amazon union up. You know, it's like the gap between your everyday worker and your wealthy people. It's stupid spread right now. You know, when the CEO of a company can make, you know, 40 million a year and the average worker makes, you know, 40,000 a year, it don't make no sense to me. So yeah, I think we're kind of coming back into an era where I think we might need to start unioning up a little bit, for sure. Faux show. Let's see where I'm at on comments here. Matthew Go Brown says, good morning from the gravel lot in Big Springs, Nebraska. I know where you're at. Over there. Primal Smash says, F the ATA. I agree. John's in the house. He's got something on his mind. Eggplant emojis. BTC Trucker says, good morning, legend. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Josh is in the house. Robot trucks will be next. Yeah, they're heading our way. I kind of think that's what the rush of foreign truck drivers into the industry was kind of pushing. I think they're getting ready for the autonomous trucks, and the gap in between like good, safe trucks was illegal immigrant truckers with fake CDLs. Because let's face it, you know, the illegal immigrants with fake CDLs, if they wanted to, they could put a stop to that right now, like in 5 seconds. Number one, the insurance industry had to go along with it. Our governments went along with it. So it is what it is. Duke's in the house. What's up, Duke? Nathan Stafford's in the house. I don't want to work today. Oh, man, I hate when I get that feeling. Master Pleasure says, Ida got called out for acting in a way like ATA as of late. Somehow these organizations lose their roots. I say they need to bring back the ICC. Yeah, I haven't been a member of OIDA in probably 15 years. They just collect money. That's all they do. They don't really do what they say they're going to do, in my opinion. So, Kickstart's in the house. They don't have to apply. Georgia Rob made it in. What's up, Georgia Rob? Gary Bates says the Purple People Eaters could not collectively work in a union. Okay. Unions are not for everybody everywhere. I agree with that, but there are some places that are trying to union up right now that I think they would be wise to union up. And I think Amazon is one of them. I do. Chief Air Haulers, good morning from North Carolina. Yeah, it's Wednesday. You got to start pointing that thing toward the house if you're going to be there by Friday. Just saying. But I think I'm going to hop off here, everybody. They about got me unloaded, I do believe, and I want to be able to put this baby in gear and get out of here as soon as I get a green light. So I'm going to hop off here. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me for a little while on a Monday. Not a Monday. What the hell is today? Wednesday. Feels like a Monday to me. BHM says, let me get to a few comments here. Says, got inspected yesterday in West Virginia, and the inspector told me English proficiency is on top of their list currently. There we go. Not the last trucker news, but last week's trucker news. I put out the top 10 states that have been doing English proficiency testing. So I was impressed. Decent numbers. Should be way more. I get it. But whatever. Stens Transport says, imagine if Walmart unionized. The Walmart stores, they could use a unionization. A lot of people that work in the Walmart stores are on government assistance, which is crazy to me. You work full-time. You work a full-time job, and you can't make enough to have a place to live and some groceries and maybe a car, maybe buy your kids something occasionally. That's weird to me. It's weird to me. Matthew, have a good day. Thank you so much. Chief Holler says you missed it a couple weeks ago. Okay. Josh says trucking should union. We could protect ourselves. Yeah. I think some of the a lot of trucking would have to agree to that, though, for it to be effective, because that's why a lot of the unions have gone away in trucking, because not a lot of people agree with it. I spent the weekend on the road, says Chief Freight Hauler. How in the hell did you do that? Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't get it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. All the people that made it in. Six Semper says life is cheap and getting cheaper. Yeah, that's for sure. The rich people just don't care about the average person anymore. Thanks for coming in. Chief Freight Hauler, Stanza Transport, you guys are great. Gary Bates, first one in the house. Now, I know he's got them notifications on because he was first one in the house. Primal Smash, all you guys, I appreciate you coming in. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. DIY Shimmy, Shannon Thomas Trucking, Snore Lord, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Ain't seen you in a while. Paul Harris, the man and the myth, made it in. Also a legend. This Trucking Life, the Walmart crew, made it in. Thank you all so very much. Hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there and take care of each other, because people are more important than trucking.